My monster bait caught you?
No.
Stop it! That carrot is not—
This is a rabbit carrot if I ever saw one! The skies could come crashing down on all of us and I still wouldn't give this precious jewel back.
That's by far the longest sentence you ever said, and it was for
Okay,
that.
so let's start off strong here and just ask the question. What do you think of this anime 3 episodes in? This is typically the tipping point on which we decide, do we watch it, do we drop it, or what do we do here? Personally, I think I'm continuing with this one. I think, it's carrot time. I think the bunny girl does enough for me. I want to know if the guild girl that keeps asking him out, I want to know if she's going to succeed at some point. I wonder if he's going to keep not dropping her constantly. I just want to know what's going to happen here. And I think it did get a little bit more interesting as well, too, with him figuring out that, hey, these specific monsters that come from the drops that normally you don't get drops from, he's figured out different ways to be able to get drops from them. So far, he got a gun. He's figured out how to get different bullets. He now has freezing bullets. So obviously, the whole show is about him being OP in some sense, but a huge limitation to his OPness. And he's figuring out now, based on the OP pills, and now he's getting a bunch of different items, he's going to be able to make himself OP in different ways by continuing to get closer to Emily, by continuing to get closer to Eve, and eventually maybe the guild girl, and then as well as this new girl that just showed up, who's probably going to have some kind of favor for him. Maybe she won't be falling in love or romantic or something, but she's going to have definitely some favor to him, considering she was considering sacrificing herself, this same exact episode. So you can definitely see like the writing on the wall for a lot of things that are going to come, but I think it is getting more interesting. You put all of that with a little cherry on top of the junk food that we got from this anime, and the little cherry on top is the fact that it's dubbed as well too. So for me, I don't have to be 100% invested into this anime because it's dubbed. I can look down at my phone. I can eat while I'm watching this. I can enjoy my morning coffee and just kind of like, do whatever I want at this point while watching it, because I don't have to be like making sure that I read every single thing, pausing, did I get that? What happened there? What was their name again? It's the similar things that I have to do when watching normal subbed anime, because your boy don't speak Japanese yet. Origato. So that is pretty much how I feel. The rest of the episode, it can be summed up as this. I think the beginning episode was like, yo, this mother effer. He was like, I was a miserable salary man. I was like, I'm over here I'm a salary man. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, this mother effer talking shit. That was how it started. Then we got flashbacks of the gorilla, and then we figured out that he got a gun and bullets from that drop. Then he figured out how he can get additional bullets. There's a whole cockroach scene where Emily went just devil girl and crazy. Probably gonna title the episode. I'm probably gonna title my review "Bro, Can You Even Shoot?" Because Bro cannot shoot worth his life. He's probably never shot a gun in his life before, as he shouldn't, because they're illegal in Japan anyway. So it totally makes sense. Then he put a carrot down at some point, trying to get monsters to spawn for him. He ended up spawning Eve, the bunny girl, instead, but then he eventually got it figured out. We found out that monsters that spawn in specific levels of each of these dungeons can't spawn in other levels, and they also can't go outside, or they disappear. Then he got the freezing ammo. Then we saw, as they were leaving one of the dungeons, that there was a cargo issue, a sexy girl and a fat dude. Of course, the fat guy was evil. We got some lame flashback from his work days where he didn't help out a coworker and a friend because he was a jerk and whatever else. And he decided he's not going to make that mistake again. He helps this girl out, and that's kind of where we got left off on the episode. So we're going to see what comes next. But I think my interest is enough here to where I think it's a mediocre anime. And if anybody drops it, I completely get it. It's not very good, but it's not bad either. It's totally watchable. I think it being dubbed makes it even more watchable for me personally. The bunny girl is enough for me, and I want to see how his relationship develops with Emily as well too. And I want to see how OP he ends up getting. At some point, I think, at the end of the day, too, I'm human like everybody else. So if it does get overly boring, and it doesn't hold my interest, I may just drop it at some point, whether that's episode 4, 5, 8, whatever it is. But I think for the most part, it's doing just enough to hold my interest for a little bit longer, at least, to kind of just stick with it for the next few weeks through summertime. But let me know how you guys feel about the anime in the comments below. It's kind of a shite anime, so I totally get it if you don't want to go with it. But if you're like me and it's just doing just enough, let me know why and what's gonna keep you moving forward. And maybe it's just you don't got shit else to watch on Saturdays, and I feel that, right? I work on Saturdays, so for me it's kind of one of those things to where yeah, I already watch Pokemon Horizons on Saturdays, and that's like I have just enough time to fit this one in during my lunch break. So it's like, okay, what do we do here at this point? So anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. My friends, have a great weekend, week, day, night, evening, morning, wherever you're at in the world. Be safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.